Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I know he ain't got it. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 13, check 13. Out. 3. Alert 3. Out, 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 out. We got it.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Check, cross, check 37, go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andy Isabella. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Hey! I smell fear in that offense.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Okay, ready? 57's right. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, set. 58, 58, Mike. Cut. Jim. Five.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Check.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set 70, Indy.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Come on, set.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to run now. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. McCaffrey following the penalty. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
Check right, 39. Go.
Throwing now is Allen. This one caught by Isabella. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along. They want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there from McCaffrey, and even 60 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Isabella with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 24 is the mic. Yep. He's crashing. He's checking. 2nd and 9 now.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Chubb. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Gage. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside.
64, weak.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Shoot. All 52. Quick the edge. Alert. Come on. We got it.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Cannot get away, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
Get him, boy. Hey, 180! Check right on 52. 54. It's our time.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gage able to haul it in is Kittle. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and through. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
We got this.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check the hot read. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
And the Broncos 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And taking it across midfield and inside the...
Come on, what the fuck, man?
The tackle made by Jesse Bates. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Pass 35. Check.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen being chased out left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To the air, Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now Allen. That ball complete to Isabella. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
It's been a long day for you. Check 43. Shit.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Andy Isabella, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
It's a very short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On first down, Gage. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, hold.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Incomplete.
Allen's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's third down and 1 yard to go.
The Broncos on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Check. Watch 54.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Going to throw right side here, complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Allen now looks to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
And 8 yards to go.
The Broncos on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
And the Broncos
Hey,
first down.
2. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. They're not ready for this, man. Top 10. For this, they done.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's coming. We got to double up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
They run. Chubb. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Check nickel. Look at me. Zipper.
Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Lucky.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to maneuver. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll give it to Chubb, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
No. Half 85. 54 miles. Half. Watch the boot.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight.
Now Allen. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Marcus Green.
Get ready.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb, 66 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Broncos 49, Texans 28.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
tight. Check tight. Shoot. Regular. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Sponge. No. Half 10. That's so what.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there. Hey, Charlie. 54, Mike. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 5-4. Middle.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Stephon Diggs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Kill. Turn up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Go. Let's see what you got. Check.
A give. This is Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3.